Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the world of antiques with 10 fascinating finds from across the United States. We're talking about pieces of history that tell a story, each with their own unique patina and character. These treasures offer a unique glimpse into history, culture and craftsmanship. Let's get started. Now, you know I love anything that speaks to the ingenuity of American history, and this first find is no exception. We're talking about an Edison phonograph from the late 1890s, right at the cusp of a whole new era in music. Imagine for the first time ever, people could actually record and play back sound. This wasn't just a technological marvel, it changed the way folks experienced music, stories, even speeches. These early phonographs, especially if you can find one in working condition, are rarer than hen's teeth. They're not just antiques, they're like little time capsules, preserving the very sounds of a bygone era. Can you imagine cranking that handle and hearing a voice from over a century ago come crackling through that big old horn? Talk about a conversation starter. It's no wonder these phonographs are highly collectible. They're a testament to American innovation and a true piece of musical history. Finding one of these beauties in good condition is a real treasure. Let's move on to a piece that sends chills down my spine every time I come across one. A Civil War-era sword. These aren't just hunks of metal, they're tangible connections to one of the most defining periods in American history. Each scratch, each dent tells a story of bravery, sacrifice, and the fight for freedom. Now, these swords were often inscribed with the soldier's name or their unit, making them even more special. It's like holding a piece of that soldier's story right there in your hands. You can't help but wonder about the battles they saw, the comrades they fought alongside, and the hopes they carried with them. Collectors of military history, they go wild for these swords. And it's no surprise, they're a powerful reminder of the sacrifices made by those who came before us. It's a piece of history that deserves to be preserved and honored. These swords are more than just antiques. They're artifacts that help us remember and learn from our past. Now, when it comes to furniture, you know I appreciate good craftsmanship, and nothing says craftsmanship like a piece of American Victorian furniture. We're talking about the late 1800s, a time when furniture wasn't just functional, it was a work of art. Think ornate carvings, intricate details, and rich dark woods. These pieces were made to impress, from massive parlor sets to towering armoires and those beautiful writing desks with all their cubbies and compartments. They just don't make them like this anymore. And the craftsmanship. These pieces were built by hand with an attention to detail that's hard to find these days. They were made to last, passed down through generations, and they're still standing strong today. That's what I call quality. Victorian furniture isn't just furniture, it's a statement piece. It's a reminder of a time when craftsmanship and elegance reigned supreme. Chapter 4. Early Coca-Cola bottles, refreshing history. Now, who doesn't love a good old Coca-Cola? But we're not talking about the cans you find in the grocery store today. We're talking about early Coca-Cola bottles, those iconic glass bottles from the late 1800s and early 1900s. These bottles, especially the ones with those distinct contours and the original labels, are like little pieces of Americana. They represent a time when Coca-Cola was just starting out, becoming the iconic brand we know today. Collectors go crazy for these bottles, and it's easy to see why. They're a reminder of simpler times when a nickel could buy you a refreshing Coke on a hot summer day. These bottles are a fun and nostalgic collectible that'll add a touch of vintage charm to any collection. Chapter 5. Native American pottery, art and heritage. Now we're moving on to a piece of history that's both beautiful and culturally significant. Native American pottery. These ain't just clay pots, they're expressions of art, heritage and tradition passed down through generations of skilled artisans. From the intricate designs of the Hopi to the geometric patterns of the Zuni and the stunning artistry of the Navajo, each piece tells a story. These pots were used for everything from cooking and storing food to ceremonial purposes. They're a testament to the ingenuity and artistry of Native American cultures. Now, authentic Native American pottery, especially pieces that are pre-1900, can be incredibly valuable, but beyond their monetary value, these pieces hold immense cultural significance. They're a tangible link to the past, connecting us to the rich history and traditions of Native American peoples. Owning a piece of Native American pottery is an honor and a responsibility. It's a chance to learn about and appreciate the diverse cultures that have shaped this land. Chapter 6. Antique cast iron toys, playthings of the past. Now let's talk about something that brings back childhood memories, antique cast iron toys. These ain't your flimsy plastic toys of today. We're talking about heavy-duty, built-to-last toys from the late 1800s and early 1900s. Think cast iron cars, trains, fire engines, and those whimsical mechanical animals. These toys were made to spark imagination and withstand years of playtime. They were built to last, and many of them are still around today, a testament to their durability. Some of the most sought-after cast iron toys were made by companies like Marklin, Schuco, and Bandai. These companies were known for their craftsmanship and attention to detail, creating toys that were not just playthings but also works of art. These toys are a reminder of a time when playtime was a little less virtual and a little more hands-on. In Chapter 7, Art Deco Jewelry, Glamour and Geometry. Let's step into the world of sparkle and glamour with Art Deco jewelry. This ain't your grandma's pearls, folks. We're talking about bold geometric designs, vibrant colors, and luxurious materials from the roaring 20s and the stylish 1930s. Think diamonds, platinum, jade, and those colorful gemstones like emeralds, rubies, and sapphires. Art Deco jewelry was all about making a statement with its sleek lines, geometric patterns, and a touch of Hollywood glamour. It was a celebration of modernity and a departure from the more ornate styles of the past. Authentic Art Deco pieces from the 1920s and 1930s are highly collectible, and for good reason. They're like wearing a piece of history, a reminder of a time when jazz filled the air, flapper dresses ruled the dance floors, and life was meant to be lived to the fullest. Art Deco jewelry is a timeless investment, a piece of history that'll never go out of style. It's a reminder that glamour and sophistication never fade. Old maps and atlases are like stories etched in paper. Maps from the 17th to early 20th century were as much art as science. Hand-drawn details and intricate borders show how people viewed the world. They reveal political boundaries, geographical features, and mythical creatures. Maps of early American colonies are like striking gold. They show how the country was settled and our evolving understanding. These maps are historical documents. They're historical artifacts, works of art, and conversation starters. They remind us the world is vast and ever-changing. Now, let's talk about something that'll really make you appreciate the craftsmanship of yesteryear: Renaissance Revival clocks. These clocks, popular in the mid to late 1800s, were all about bringing back the grandeur and elegance of the Renaissance period. We're talking ornate brass casings, intricate woodwork, and those beautiful enamel dials with Roman numerals. These clocks weren't just timekeepers, they were works of art, designed to be displayed prominently in the homes of the well-to-do. And let's not forget about the sound. Many of these clocks featured elaborate chime mechanisms that would fill a room with beautiful melodies. It wasn't just about telling time, it was about creating an experience. These clocks are a testament to a time when craftsmanship and artistry were highly valued. They're a reminder that even everyday objects can be beautiful, and that true craftsmanship stands the test of time. Let's talk about something that'll take you right back to the good old days: vintage advertising signs. These colorful signs from the 20s to the 50s advertised soda, gasoline, candy bars, and cars. Made of porcelain or tin, they were works of art. Featuring iconic logos, catchy slogans, and bold colors, they grabbed attention. Today, they still captivate and add vintage charm to any space. Signs from Pepsi, Coca-Cola, and Shell Oil are highly sought after. In good condition, they fetch a pretty penny from collectors. Even if you're not a collector, they add nostalgia to any space. Vintage signs are pieces of history, reminders of a simpler, colorful era. Thanks for joining us on this journey through some of the most fascinating antique finds in the U.S. We've covered everything from the sounds of the past with the Edison Phonograph to the glamour of Art Deco jewelry and the nostalgic charm of vintage advertising signs. Remember, folks, these are just a few examples of the incredible treasures that are out there waiting to be discovered. So keep your eyes peeled, your minds curious, and never stop exploring the world of antiques. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more amazing content. See you next time.